Okay, so I thought I'd show you how this particular project works now that I've managed to pick out the basics of this and basically provide the crux of what the paramedics were impressed with today. Um, Thank you everyone for your concerns. Just to let you know, I get anxiety attacks quite often, not as often as I used to, thanks to MHRA legalising non-THC containing cannabis products. It does help massively with anxiety. But yeah, I mean, shit happens, and fortunately, I was in a safe place to a degree. And is that to be honest, it's the first time I've ever known a paramedic to actually use ice on a phone. In fact, he said it's the first time that he's actually used ice on someone's phone in a few years. So it's a bit surprising. It's just that obviously unconscious. I didn't have no ID on me at the time, so I don't always go out with ID. And obviously no one knew who I was. So obviously he's gone into the phone, gone into ice, and well, looking at some of the chat logs that the Mrs. texted me back earlier, is some very bizarre. It doesn't make sense. It's some very bizarre conversation. It just keeps talking. Does anyone know who he is? Anyone know his name? This, that, and that, and the other. And obviously the phone then starts going, oh, hello, yes, I belong to Ian Grody, and starts blurting a load of information. So yeah, right now with this particular task, when you first run it, you want to come into ICE, set emergency contact, set your emergency contact. Don't worry, it's a fake number. This then, becomes the default number that all text messages and calls will go to. In this particular one, I've only set it to contact one contact. My main project does actually have five. I'll try and pick out other bits and bobs as I prune personal information from it. Sometimes with the personal information, if you're paranoid, you can encrypt it with auto tools with a master password, but then you still need to store that master password somewhere on your device. I mean, personally, I just use a small text file somewhere on my internal storage and just use a random amount of data out of there as the password. Someone's got to go find that file and the right amount of characters. Anyway, back on the topic at hand. Once you've run iSet Emergency Contact, that's it pretty much ready to go. When you import the project, the only profile that should be active is ICE Accessed. And this is the auto input one, waiting for the emergency information screen to come up. And literally, it's all automated from here on in. Now, let's show you it in action. I'm going to have to just quickly move my phone away because it does... Oh, crap, I just unlocked it with my fingerprint. That wasn't very smart, now was it? Now, if I go past here and I tap into emergency, there we go. So, basically, what happens is that when you're on your phone and it's locked, if you tap the emergency button that's usually towards the bottom, you then get this screen where you can dial an emergency number, but also at the top here, you should have emergency information. And if we double tap that. Please state the nature of the emergency. Now, this is a very simple dialogue. They can also as well speak it on my main project. I haven't done it on this one. It's just basically to pick basic things that happen. So in this case, anxiety. The beep beep there is an automate, supposedly to be sending a text message. I hope no one's got that number because we're going to get random bullshit in a minute. Subject cardio rhythm is currently 74 BPM. That was automated. But what's your name, mate? I am Ian Grody. I am 24 years old. And what's your heart rate? Does anyone know his pulse? Getting BPM, 1 moment. So it's basically because they're just basically talking out things like this. Is Subject cardio rhythm is currently 77 BPM. It's like, hello, sir. Can you hear me? What's your name? I am Ian Grody. I am 24 years old. So, you know what I mean? And then it goes, oh, can anyone get an oxidizer to get his heart rate, please? Getting BPM, 1 moment. So can you imagine the sort of paramedics at this point are like, what? The hell? And of course, in the thing as well, I think this. Oh no, it's. And what this one does, it offers. It should hopefully, yes. No, it's not. Fucking hell, does. I think it's just this phone. It sometimes does it, sometimes don't. It just does not like setting the quick tiles. And when I share this project, yeah, that's pissing me off. Hold on one moment. The fact is, when you actually import this profile and you go and look at this, once you've finished, by the way, you might want to link ICE end session to a display unlocked, because normally when you unlock your phone, ICE ends. ICE access will actually in fact do an administrative lock here, just to protect your phone in case someone tries fingerprinting it or thumbing it whilst you're unconscious, or yeah, you know what I mean, photoing it or thumbing it whilst you're unconscious and accessing all your files. So the first thing we do when they try and access ICE is an administrative lock. Hey, where can you see it? Where can we see it? Right, custom settings here. I've got one here, one here, one there, and one there, and one there, changing it, and you know it still doesn't bloody change it. So if anyone can find out why the hell that's doing that, because I mean it doesn't actually do it in my main project, and I can't actually figure out why my brain is not 100% working. The thing is that sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. I just thought it was my phone being stupid because, yeah, I'm trying to be helpful and be nice and be cool and make life a better place for everyone else. And the big bad man doesn't like it. Well, tough tits, big bad man. You're not going to make me a bad man like you. You can try and you will fail. Because I was brought up by decent parents and not dragged up by imps. Anyway, rant over. Thank you very much for your concern, everyone. But there you go, Tasker is more than just a little tool. It is a freaking epic everything. Enjoy and take care.